This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Am I audible? So, good morning, everybody. Hope all you are fine. Attention, sir. So, today we will discuss epithelial disease of cervix, that is CIN. CIN, cervical intraepithelial lesion. So, intraepithelial disease of cervix, CIN, cervical intraepithelial disease. There are other synonyms also like dysplasia, dysplasia, and SIL, squamous intraepithelial lesion. These are synonyms, all these things. So we'll discuss CIL. I think we have discussed so many times. This is revision only, but you just read it today again. Just listen it. It is nothing is clear. So what is CIN? It is a histopathological.
వినబడుతుందా? హలో, ఎనీవన్ రెస్పాండ్? వినబడుతుందా? హలో, వినబడుతుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది.
వాళ్ళకి వినబడట్లేదు. వాళ్ళకి వినబడట్లేదు అనిపించింది. హలో, పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ వినబడుతుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది.
ఓకే అండి, ఓకే అండి.
Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay. Little bit audio problem, all these things. So CIN, what is CIN? Is histopathological condition where part or whole thickness of cervical epithelium is replaced by cells showing varying degree of dysplasia. So dysplasia is a pre-malignant cell. This is a dysplastic cell. This is a normal cell or metaplastic cell. Here it is an abnormal cell or dysplastic cell. So CIN is histopathological condition. It is a histopathological finding where part or whole thickness of cervical epithelium is replaced by cell showing varying degree of dysplasia. So when you're talking about dysplasia, then what is a dysplasia? Before knowing dysplasia, you should know the metaplasia. Metaplasia of the cervical squamous epithelium. What happened? There is a junction in cervix from extracervix and endocervix. There is a junction, squamocolumnar junction. Again, squamocolumnar junction, the transformer area. Transformer area, that is the cells are very active. They're rapidly going on this thing and this thing. Beneath the columnar, that is outside, it is squamous epithelium. Inside, there is columnar. Immediately at this squamocolumnar junction, that is transformation zone, that beneath the columnar cecal, these cells are active cells, that mitotic cells, the division, that is mitotic cells, premature cells, that is there rapidly transformed to columnar to squamous. This is the transformation junction. Columnar cell, that is immediately beneath the columnar cell, that is the reserve cell or active cell, this transformed to normal squamous metaplasia. This is metaplasia. This is metaplasia. But in dysplasia, what happened? This cell, this active cell, nascent cell or reserve cell, instead of squamous metaplasia, they transform into pre-malignant abnormal cell. That's why it is a dysplastic. Normal transformation is metaplasia. Abnormal transformation is this. This dysplastic cells are pre-malignant cells. If it is not treated, they will progress to invasive disease or invasive cancer. That is also pre-invasive disease. We'll talk about this of this dysplasia later on. Just also. So this is a condition, pre-malignant condition, CIN dysplasia or SIL, squamous imperfect. That are synonyms. All these things use in the same. So these are pre-invasive leaves, completely asymptomatic. That is also they may not the same symptoms or any sign and symptom. Only when you detected during routine examination, when you are doing that is speculum examination or that is a pap smear colposcopy, then we'll detect this abnormal condition. Only routine screening. And if it is not treated or neglected, then it will progress to invasive disease or invasive carcinoma. That's why it is very important to catch early, because we have an ample of time from pre-invasive disease to invasive. Almost it will take 10 to 15 years. So we have a long duration where we can catch all these things. Repeated screening, we can start prevent all these things. If you case, that is also, if it is in dysplastic area, pre-invasive lesions, almost 100% cure rate is there. But if it is invasive, again, that cure rate is not good. So I told you that ectocervix and endocervix, there are two things. Ectocervix outside, endocervix. Ectocervix is lined by squamous epithelium, endocervix is lined by columnar epithelium. There are multiple layers of epithelium is there, around 15 layers of it. It is epithelium. This is epithelium, cervical epithelium, superficial layer, intermediate layer, parabasal and basal. So if it is involved this area, then we will call CIN, cervical intraepithelial lesion. But if it is a cross basal line, goes inside stroma, stroma, here it is stroma, then we will call it invasive disease. So again, that is depend upon degree or that is a thickness involved. We'll call that is CIN1, CIN2, CIN2. We'll just go later. So superficial layer, that is a 4 or 5 layers, intermediate again 4 or 5 layers, parabasal maybe 2 or 3 layers, and basal layer 1. So this is all this thing. If it involves this epithelium, CIN, this thing, it is a common, that is low power vision, see it and this thing. So low power vision, you can see that is a stromal area. This is papillary of this thing is there. So this is all this thing is there, that is missing. So this is all this thing we are beginning, all this thing is epithelium layer, all this thing. So this is all this thing. Here I told you that is columnar cell, endocervix, ectocervix, previous one ectocervix, this one is endocervix. Endocervix is inside the cervix. Once you go inside towards the endometrial canal, you find endocervix. So in between, junction in between endocervix and exocervix is squamocolumnar. So this columnar center, tall columnar, base, the nucleus are arranged in base, all these things. Like kenshin, all these things you can see this thing. So this is columnar epithelium, that is columnar. Just a transformation beneath the columnar epithelium, that is also reserve cell. This cell transform into squamous metaplasia. This transformation by Again, this columnar cell is squamous epithelium. But in case of malignancy, pre-invasive, instead of squamous epithelium, there will be column. So when your cell follow that they goes inside, throws into papillary, and they'll form a crypt. All this is crypt, this is crypt, this is low power, this is high power. So this is all this thing is there. Columnar cells is folded. That is a folded and projected like the papillaries in between. That is there is a crypt. Squamocolumnar junction. I told you that is. I think something is wrong here. That is, I'll just call person. Or this is creating some problems. Squamocolumnar junction, just so that I can show your note. That is also that is squamocolumnar junction is meeting point between the squamous epithelium and columnar axis. This is a dynamic. Sorry, I cannot. Okay. So meeting point, columnar epithelium, endocervix, that is. It is joining point or meeting point. It is a dynamic position when incubator due to estrogen effect, puberty, reproductive age, it is comes outside. But menopause, before then it goes inside. Depend upon estrogen. This so it is a dynamic position. Here again you will see metaplasia section. So there is transformation zone. I told you transform. It is 1% of the cervix of this. So this one is original squamo, that is squamocolumnar junction. This one is that is a external os. This area from the original point towards the internal os, this area is transferred. This area is susceptible for that is malignancy. This area is susceptible for infection. That is, if it is exposed to repeated infection or any pathogen or this injury, that is a repeated procedure, then these are likely to be infected. Again, HIV, all these things is infected, that is also. So this area, that is that original squamocolumnar junction, new columnar junction, that is. So this area is this is external os. So this area, this is columnar epithelium, this is this area is transformation. This cell beneath this transformation zone, they are transformed into abnormal cell, that is we call dysplastic cell or so this is all this thing is there. That is also this is for malignancy. This is original squamocolumnar junction and this is active squamocolumnar junction. So in between this area, cell beneath this area, beneath there is a reserve cell. This reserve cell is susceptible for transformation. Instead of normal metastasis, abnormal dysplastic cells form all these things. So it is it is repeated exposure to infection or injury, they will make this pre-malignancy. So this is all this thing is mostly infection. I told you infection means particularly we are that is concerned with HPV infection. There are so many HPV viruses. There are more than 120 or now maybe it is more than 200, but 120 is there. So this HPV virus is mostly 16, 18, 31, 32. Apart from this 11, 6, 11, these are also, but there is a low potential. But highly infective is 16, 18, 31. So these are this virus is responsible, HPV virus is responsible. Though this is only 1 to 2% of the HPV infections progress to, that is pre-malignancy, but HPV infection is so high in human population or even both the gender. That is so high, it is there. Even 1-2% also contribute very high. So you have to be very careful with HPV infection. This has to be deal with proper management. So this is all this thing you have to be evaluated, all this thing. Any infection, though HPV infection sometimes subside on its own within 2 years, all these things, but still we have to be careful. If it is infection, chances of pre-malignance or malignance is very high. So these are all. Already I told you these are the HPV infection virus that I have told you these are the virus 16, 18 is more dangerous than 6 and 12, that is also. So that is. So I told you this will take almost 1.5 years to 2 years to subside. If it is a persistent, we have to treat properly. That is all this thing. So again, that is there are so many genes are there, like events are the all these things. I don't think in undergraduate we have to go little details all these things, but these cells are infected, all these things. They'll that is transform into dysplastic cell. So little bit about dysplastic cell, features of cell, that is of abnormal cells, all these things. At first, with all these things. So there will be changes, morphological changes in shape and size of these cells. That's epithelial cell. The cell will be increasing in size and this thing, and shape again. There's maybe ventricle irregular cell, maybe membrane. The cell membrane is not uniformly all these things. Sometimes there will be breakdown the membrane also. That is so there is an increase in nucleus, size of the nucleus, increase in size of the nucleus, and cytoplasm is that is there. Normally, we'll see there is a one that is there is nucleus is pointed in one point. That one point, and cytoplasm is surrounded around all this. Cytoplasm is normal cell will find cytoplasm nucleus is small area more than the inside the cell and surrounded by cytoplasm, that is areas. So what happened initially is loss of polarity. That normal. Suppose there is a cell is nucleus is center. So once that is in cell, this is a loss of polarity. Nucleus size will increase and gradually cytoplasm will decrease in size. Ultimately, in extreme case, you will find there is only the rim of cytoplasm around the nucleus. That is also. And in worst case or advanced case, will find completely obliteration of this cytoplasm in this plastic or undifferentiated cell. This is the extreme form of this dysplastic. So if it is an undifferentiated anaplastic cell, then again prognosis will be different. So this is all these things, a loss of polarity nucleus. Sometimes it will gradually cytoplasm will decrease, irregular shape. In advanced case, you'll see tadpole cells, all these things, size, that appearance will be like tadpole. That is also, and the nucleus will take more staining. That is a deep staining of this. So that is answer there. And same time there will be increased mitotic division, increased mitotic division, and sometimes increased nucleus, sometimes multi-locuted nucleus will be there. So loss of polarity, irregular size, shape is increases, and this thing, nuclear cytoplasm increases, all these things, nuclear activity will be, mitotic activity will be increases. So this is all, that is what we'll see in abnormal cell. So that's why, that is also, when you know abnormal cell, then how to detect all these things, that is the thing. And we know this CSRB incidence is very high, very high. It's understood. Not latest, but 2-3 years back, that incidence in India, almost in India, it is 1.4 half of people is affected. Out of that, more than 50% mortality is there. This because it is not screened properly, they'll come in advanced disease on this thing. So 1.34 half of people is infected each year, more than 74 people are dying due to cancer cervix. The incidence is also very high. It is a 25 to 27 for lakh of population on this thing. It contributes almost, that is 23% of this common due to cancer, all these things. Overall contribution from the cancer death is around 11%. So we have to be very careful all these things. If you detect early, we can prevent it mortality even further. If pre-malignancy stage of even 100%. But it is most you can cure 100%. It's infected depending upon the grade of this stage of the disease, depending upon the tumor will be increases. As if it is advanced third stage, fourth stage, mortality almost 5-year survival will be come to single digit on this. But if you catch early, that again even stage 1 of the disease, here 75 to 90% or almost percent 5-year survival is there. So this is all about the test. So we need to screen it, detect it as earlier procedure, because we get ample of time from benign disease to invasive disease. It will take 10 to 15 years. During this period, if you catch early, then you can prevent disease and prevent death also. So that is a screening method is there. You can screen is all this thing. That is what your screening is. Either it is a normal speculum examination, just visualization of cervix, like down staging in periphery where facilities are not available. You will see that it is also not. If any abnormal, if the cervix looks very smooth or uniform smooth and pinkish in color, normal cervix. If any deviation from this, all these things. Even periphery paramedical are trained on these things, normal shown this normal cervix. If any abnormal thing they do, they'll refer to all these things. And screening, and it is advanced center, that is and PSC or that tertiary center, we start screening. So government has been done regular screening method on this thing, that is as beginning of age 21 years. Those exposed to sexual activity. So when we get into all these things, we start screening at age of 20 years after molest and this thing. Again, there's a provision of screening for HPV. HPV vaccine is also there. HPV screening for HPV also. If it is cytology plus HPV is included, we have to screen every 5 years till the age of 65 years. That is a regular screening method we have to do on this. So that is a regular screening method. So screening method, here we have to screen all these things. So anything is detected, that is in this thing. So cytological screening, what you are taking all these things, screening all these things, pap smear, Papa Nicola person. Before we do pap smear, simple taking pap smear, patient should have the intercourse within 24 hours prior to exam. It should not be by manual. Other, once you do put your finger, you'll just remove or lost the exfoliated cell. Pap smear, what we are taking with the help of patula, we are taking the exfoliated cell from this squamocolumnar junction. There are two types of, either it is a pap smear or liquid-based cytology. We'll discuss about pap smear. So we'll take these are the pictures from the spatula, all these things. Either you can mostly you are using IR spatula. This was is wooden IR spatula. This one is plastic IR spatula. If it is not available, this is ideal. Otherwise, cytobrush is there. Advantage of cytobrush is you can take the exfoliated cell from this and so it is easy to take the cells of this. Put this also, just rotate inside, take the spread over there. That is again, that is a brush is there, cytobrush. This mostly easy in case of this is this can be used cytobrush. So cytobrush that ice cream spatula can be used, but it is not ideal. Even earlier days, all this thing and it is also what they are taking is it is cotton wool. That is the cotton bud, all this thing. But the ideal is air spatula. This side, this air spatulas goes inside the cervical canal and squamocolumnar basis. It is cervix is there, if it is cervix is there, like this and this thing. Goes inside the cervix and this thing, and with the margin, we can take the exfoliated cell. That here it is the cytobrush, how you are using is that is putting inside it, that is cytobrush, all this thing. So then again, if it is a patula, this pointed one patula is gone inside and scrapping is done. That is it. You have to rotate 380 degrees all throughout this cervix and this thing. Then after taking the sample, what you are doing all these things, you are sending it, fixing it alcohol, all this thing. Fixing alcohol, 25 ethyl alcohol, immediately spread over the slide and dip into alcohol, dip into alcohol, and send it to the, it is, send it to the, it is, where we'll say is the histopathology or cytological examination. They will detect all these things, depending upon the finding, depending on the cell morphology, they will categorize whether it is mild dysplasia, moderate dysplasia, severe dysplasia, or CIN1, CIN2, or CIN squamous infiltrated lesion, SIL1, 2, and 3, all these, or carcinoma on C2, depending upon the morphology, that is also. So this is all, this is what we'll do. That is all these things, Papa-Nicolau classification. There are varieties of classification. There is a Papa-Nicolau classification, WHO, CIN2 classification is there. It is wrong. And that is the Bethesda classification, or L-seal, low-seal, high-scale is there. So Papa-Nicolau classification, WHO classification, and that is also. So mild and moderate. Mild one is included by the CIN1, low seal, all these things. And moderate to severe is included CIN2, CIN3, high seal, all these things. So invasive cancer, again, it is beyond, that is cause the epithelium, that is basal layer, it is invasive disease. Carcinoma C2 up to that here, but if it is crossed or invade the basal layer, then it is invasive disease. The other method of this inspection or the screening is this. So visual inspection with acetic acid. When just see the cervix, put diluted acetic acid, 3 to 5% diluted acetic acid, then you see that white area. When the cell are broken, the cell membrane is broken, it allows acetic acid goes inside the cell and it will just coagulate the cell protein. When it is coagulated protein, it will appear white. Like when the egg is beaten up, that is a boiled, you'll see that is white area. Similarly, here the cell protein, when it comes in contact with acetic acid, then it will turn yellow. That is a suspicious area. We can take biopsy from here. It will help in finding the site of this affected area. Again, other thing is visual inspection with Lugol's iodine. 2% or 5% Lugol's iodine is applied on this thing, and that is or Schiller's iodine is applied over the cell. This cell, normal cell. Here abnormal cell, they turn white. Here normal cell, which contain glycogen, will take up iodine and it turn brown. If it is normal cell, it will take on that. If the cell membrane are broken, will not take up this. That is will not take up the iodine solution and will left this unstained. That is other mode of the cervicography. It is a very that is cervicography. It is a magnifying area. You can take picture, photograph of that is cervix with magnifying lens. All this. Other thing is speculoscopy. Other thing is colposcopy. We'll just this later of colposcopy. So when we'll find the abnormal cell, that is what we'll do. Before doing all these things, you should know the natural course of this pre-malignant condition. Natural course of pre-malignant condition. When that is. So what happened? When it's a mild dysplasia CIN1 or CIL, low grade cell, that is what. Natural course is almost 80%, 80 to 90% will regress on this thing. It will regress 92%. So this is all this thing. Progress is only 2%, 40%. And chances of malignancy is less than 1%. So spontaneously, within time, maybe 1 or 2 years, it will regress and this. So normally what happens? It will regress, or it will progress, or it will turn to malignancy. So regression here in case of mild, that is for CIN1 is almost 80 to 90%. Progression to disease of malignancy is less than 1. In case of that is CIN2, then again regression will decrease, so 40 to 50% will regress. But again progress around 40 to 20% will progress. But malignancy, chances of malignancy around 5%. But in case of CIN3, majority of this progress, almost 15% will progress to malignancy. Their regression will decrease gradually. So this is all this thing in natural condition. But it will take long time, 10 to 15 years, from detailed to invasive disease. So during detected positive or all these things. First thing, normal patient, each patient routinely first 3 years, every year, then every 3 years. After 30 years, if HPV is there, every 5 years we find on this thing till the age of 65. Anytime it's detected progressing, we have to manage it. So this is one this thing. So then another thing is that is regression. If any time is detected again mild dysplasia or CIN1, This has to be repeated every 6 months. So 6 to 12 months is better, but ideal to repeat every 6 months. So again, if it is HPV is there, maybe it is the 12 month repeat. If any problem is there, you can do with colposcopy. If HPV positive is there, if there is a different opinion that cytology pathology and biopsy, then you do colposcopy. We'll discuss colposcopy. So this is all. So mild, moderate, all these things. If positive, repeat every 6 months. All these things. If HPV is associated with HPV, then you repeat every 12 months. If any abnormal, you have to have the colposcopy. So this is all these things. Then apart from this mild, moderate, all these things, Ascus cell. So Ascus is abnormal squamous epithelium of undetermined significance. This is also that is also same like all these things pre-invasive disease. So when you find all these things, you have to, it is not. So colposcopy, I told you, we just have to do colposcopy. Any suspicion of all these things, difference of opinion, cytology, biopsy, or the symptom, that is also visual, all these things, right, all these things, you go with it. Colposcopy is again, that is nothing but magnified vision, magnified vision of all these things. It is not a substitute but supplementation for this investigation. It is not substitute but supplementation. It can help or that is to detect proper all these things. That sensitivity will increase your mind, all these things. So colposcopy is something. So it is nothing but a magnified imaging. We have to magnify. In gynec, we use all these things. What will they say? Around 6 to 16 magnification is used for low magnification. In other case, we can make patient a higher magnification is there also, but in gynec we are using 6 to 16 magnification on this low magnification. So what will this? You can apply acetopicin. You can see all these things. You can take pictures of colposcopy, all these things like this. So you can take biopsy after finding is to see that is also because it is magnifying. It is better than naked eye visions. All these things. If anything is detected abnormal, you have to go for the some procedure. All these things. So copy is nothing but a magnified vision of this visualization of all these things. We can add acetic acid and we can just add Lugol's iodine. And so this is the colposcopy instrument, all these things, just expose the cervix, drain all these things, and see all these things. That is all these things is visualization. You can apply that is also. I told you it is a low power vision, all these things, that is it. So what are the findings? That is all these things. What is the basic aim of the all these things? Basic aim of the colposcopy is so aim the colposcopy that is also visualization of the squamocolumnar junction. Squamocolumnar junction, because that is the site, that is main susceptible site point that cervix, that CS cervix originate from that area. So you have to see the whole colposcopy, even the margin of the lesion. If any lesion is there, margin should be visible. If it is not visualized, squamocolumnar junction is not visualized, then we'll see that I say it is unsatisfactory colposcopy. Unsatisfactory colposcopy. So if it is not, so this is normal finding is normally you can see squamous epithelium, columnar epithelium, and that is columnar epithelium. This area is all these things. So normally it is a smooth surface, pinkish in color, all these things. What we'll see that is normally what we'll say is that is So this is all this thing is there. If it is an abnormal thing, then what we'll see is there will be acid area. When you put all these things, there will be tightening of the area. That is it. That is, there will be punctation. Punctation is there where that is. Punctation is because of that dilated, irregularly dilated vessels is seen. If it is a margin is there, blood vessel is beneath the epithelium. Sometimes if it is a uneven caliber of the vessels, dilated vessels, come to that is surface epithelium, then you'll see punctation, all these things. When you see the superficial vessels is arranged like mosaic pattern, like floor of the house, all these things. You'll see mother. So legislation. So mildest form is punctation. If vessels, if your dilated vessel throughout this epithelium is seen, it's mosaic pattern, and thick height acetokeratitis is severe. Sometimes you can see abnormal cross vascular abnormalities here. So this is also first thing is punctation. That is also. So colposcopy is nothing but visualization of abnormal vascularity of, because in malignancy there is increased vascularity and abnormality. So abnormal vascular we are seeing under colposcopy. That is. So this is the mosaic pattern. Here all the vessel, this is vessel, epithelial vessel has gone into the vessel. So here all the vessel is visualized throughout the vessel. So you can see the vessel visualized, that is also. The vessel is arranged in mosaic pattern, that is also. So this is vessel, and this is punctus. Only small portion of the vessels where it is beaded type appearance, abnormal pattern, or dilated vessels is coming to surface, that is punctation. That is visualized from outside, that is punctation. Here you'll see this is all this thing is acetovoid area is visualized like here you can see that is. This is punctation. That is dot area is their mosaic pattern. It is not very clear. You can see mosaic pattern here. So management, all these things. How will manage in this thing? Once you find this all these things, management. How will manage thickness? So management again it depends. I have told you if you know this natural course of this pre-invasive lesion or pre-invasive cell or dysplastic cell disease. I told you almost 80% will be regression within time. Year that is regress to normal cell condition. Some will progress on the less in 1%. So this if the patient need only follow up, this patient only progressing to CIN of all these things. CIN2 progression of the disease. After the persistent, progression, regression. These three things are regression, persistent, progressive. So that is on this thing. If you say all these things, CIN2, CIN3, this coming on this high grade squamous intraepithelial lesion or severe dysplasia. So this is all this thing you have to identify all these things. So I told you CIN2, 1, CIN, what is CIN, CIN2, all these things. You should know all these things. So at present that is CIN. I told it is CIN is either partially total squamous epithelium is replaced by abnormal cell. Here if you see that is a normal cell, these are normal cell, all these things. CIN only this is a basal layer. This is a basal layer. Then few cells here 1 to 2 layers are involved. That is also malignant cell, pre-malignant cell. So when this thickness, only 1/3 of thickness is involved on this thing. And thickness is measured from basal layer. This is a basal membrane, basal layer. It is not from this above. It is from basal layer. This is a basal layer. This is a basal layer. All these things. It is measured from basal layer, not from above. So you have to remember that is all this thing. It is. This is it. 1/3. This person, basal layer is there. This person is involved, it is CIN. If it is 2/3 is involved, it is CIN2. Whole thickness here is there in C2. It is it. If it is CIN3, progression of the malignancy is more than progression. I told you less than 1% CIN2 and it will increase to 15% to 15% in CIN3 per person. So that is also, I told you only need follow up if CIN1 pap smear is. So if it is a simple pap smear 6 months, if it is a with HPV, then you can repeat after 1 year. Treatment of all this thing only it is CIN is a very less to progress to medicine. So this is all this thing. If it is any doubt, all these things, patient is completed, not coming for follow up all these things, better reasoning can also be done. It is like though it is a prophylactics, not tell to advise on this thing. If very remote area not able to come for the checkup, all these things, uneducated patients can be treated. CIN2 and CIN3 treatment is better for this thing because CIN2 almost 15 to 20%. So we need to take care of all these things. Then regression is there, but it will reduce to 40%, not 80 to 90%. All these things. So you can follow up with colposcopy or biopsy or again repeated cytology. You can follow up on this. Patients should not be lost follow up. They have to come on this thing, again all this thing. But some patients may not have completed trial all these things. So this thing has to be handled separately. That is. So that is all this thing. If it is a progressing all this thing, then you have to do it is treat this patient. So treatment is mainly destruction of this or that is pre-malignant cell. Destruction of the pre-malignant cell. That is what will be destroyed. That is a different procedure, but it is a destruction of this pre-malignant cell. That is, we have different method. It is a destruction, maybe that is freezing, maybe coagulation, maybe diathermy, all these things you can do. So cryotherapy, destruction with cryosurgery. We'll describe later. Just I'll see that is a ablative procedure description, that is cryosurgery, laser ablation, electrocoagulation. So we'll discuss detail on this thing. Other is excisional procedure on this thing. Cold night conization, cold night laser conization, large loop excision of transmission, and loop excision of loop excisional procedure. These are the procedure available. Surgical procedure available. These are this ability done. So when there is a colposcopy biopsy will confirm all these things that I told you, coagulation, cryo, laser ablation, conization. So this is, if it is extensive, it is again that is some people prefer radical excision, conization, trachelectomy, and hysterectomy also. Those who have completed family not to come for regular follow up on this. So this is all this thing available for cryosurgery. Cryo, that is all this thing. Cryo is nothing but a freezing. We'll discuss later. If you are doing cryo, all this thing, that is, I'll just go to detail of this. Cryotherapy. Cryotherapy is description of all these things, freezing all this abnormal cell. So we need some cryo probe is there. We need some gas liquid gas, either it is carbon dioxide or nitrous oxide, that is also. So nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide is used to freeze this area. What happens when you are freezing all these things? That freezing all these things. So that whatever fluid is there inside the, so whatever fluid is there inside the cells, when it is freeze, when it is a freeze, it expands and breaks in front of. Okay. So it will break down, and that's why it destroys all these things. Cryo is again which you are in a freeze, thaw, and free. When you are freezing all these things, this probe is connected here. That is also gas is released. Freeze for 3 minutes, all these things. Again thaw to stop this. This is your 2-3 minutes. Again to freeze and thaw. Sometimes single application will be enough for causing this speculum, that is a destruction. Sometimes you may record second time. This is a freeze thaw process. So indications of persisting disease, all these things by sampling negative endocycle cancer. So this is all this thing is diabetes. Other thing is that is a follow-up on this thing. Problem with all this thing is that is the what is this all this thing? That is again there will be excessive discharge following 2-3 weeks after this procedure. The one is that is a freezing, cryo. Again, that can be heated with 100 degrees centigrade, and again the cell protein is coagulated. That is one procedure, coagulation, destruction by coagulation. Other thing is dextrosome dithermy, direct unipolar current is passed inside this. There's a cell, all this thing, and destroys, burning. Unipolar, we don't use bipolar, unipolar destruction, cauterization is done. That is also. It will do. Coagulation, cryo, again 4 to 5 millimeter cells is destroyed. In case of diathermy, it will discuss up to 10 millimeters. So its destruction is little more intensive. And other thing is laser diathermy is there. That is a little advanced of this thing. Follow up will be there, not much discharge following the procedure. Other excision procedures are large loop excision, cone biopsy, large loop. This is also tissue is removed, which include this spermocolumnar junction, endocervical junction, sperma cell junction with stroma with gland. This is all this thing is there. Once you taken, again is done. Advantage of all this thing is advantage of all this thing is that is we can know the invasive disease also. That is the thing. So other mode of therapy is called conization. It is a diagnostic as well as therapeutic procedure. That is also therapeutic. Also, if it is confined to epithelium, you have removed this and it is therapeutic. If it is a diagnosis, how much it has gone with this, it is whether it is invasive or it is within this epithelium. That is also. So when you find abnormal colposcopy, biopsy, that is biopsy on this thing, then we'll go for coordinating this thing. So this is all this thing is the procedure is all this thing, taking up this concept tissues on this thing from the cervix and this thing. So that is the there may be that is procedure is again expose the cervix and this is called knife. Before conized biopsy, we can miss that the hemostatic suture either 3 o'clock position and 9 o'clock position, because this all this vascular supply from lateral side. If you put stitch to stitch 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, will stop the bleeding, and the concept tissue is taken out from all this thing, which includes spermocolumnar junction, columnar tissue, squamous tissue, epithelium, stroma, along with gland. All this thing. And one identifier, one mark is given over this biopsy tissue so that which area is affected, pathologist can know all these things. So once you take out, send it to histopathology department, they will take at least minimum 6 to 12 section is taken, and it help you to secure which position is infected. And it also includes this margin is affected. If there is no margin, it will be like therapeutic treatment. All these things. And complications of this conization. Again, this thing. When you are doing complication, you should do endocervical curettage and this thing. Complication, again, hemorrhage, this is stenosis, again, this pyometra or hematometra. One that is because there may be fibrosis, there may be stenosis, or there which is pregnant. All these things, there may be chance of preterm delivery, that is cervical incompetence. So this all about CIN, all these things I have told you very briefly. It is only revision. We have been taught so many times. So today you go through this book and read it. I think it is over, and it is, so stay home, stay safe. Okay, thank you. Bye. 138, 140, 138. Just that they are leaving very early. Even beginning also they are leaving. Within 5-10 minutes also they are leaving. No, I forgot to bring that. Madam.
Yes, sir.